Hi, it's Jane Bytheway here, and I'm going to share with you some thoughts I have on the power and impact of decision making. And I'd like to share with you 3 decisions that I made in recent weeks. In fact, the first one was a few weeks ago. I made a decision to include in every single day some activity that would feed my own personal growth and development. Maybe reading something, writing something, whatever. And on the first morning, as luck would have it, I reached out for the book that was on my bedside table that I hadn't picked up in a few weeks. And it was this one, Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning. And I just opened it at the page where I'd last left off. And funnily enough, this was all about the power and impact of decision making. So I kind of felt like maybe I'm on the right trail. So he talks about the impact of decisions on the people who were in the concentration camp where he was. And his conclusion is the sort of person the prisoner became was the result of an inner decision and not the result of camp influences alone. And that got me to thinking, what other decisions am I making that are having an impact on who I am and how I show up? And actually today, one of the decisions I made was to stop calling my forecast a forecast, because actually that just conjures up thoughts of spreadsheets and numbers, and it just doesn't get me in the least bit excited. And exploring it with a friend, I decided that I was going to call it creating possibilities and freedom, because actually when I call it that, it's the same activity, but for me, it connects me with the meaning of the activity. So instead of it being, this is just about numbers and spreadsheets, it's actually about, what are my options and what am I creating? And my energy is just so much different when I consider that as a prospect rather than the forecast. And I'd like to finish with the third decision that I made, which is thanks to Jacob Mellard, who I was talking to yesterday. And it's as a result of that conversation that I finally made the decision to step out of my comfort zone and get on and make a video for the very first time. So thank you, Jacob, for helping me to make that decision or supporting me in making that decision. Here are the fruits of that very first activity, that first video. And what I'm now going to do is switch off and go and create some possibilities and freedom. So thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon.